Now I'm gonna check my audio, and I think it's good. Now I will also check my YouTube channel because for some reason, every now and then I get random strikes, and it's really frustrating. But it's not to worry. Oh crap! Is all right. Anyway, so I could be wrong, but Hex Day 2042 might just happen to line up with the 4th of July for the individuals who reside in the country that has the Bill of Rights and their constitution. Now, not so relevant to here in Australia. Um, Not so sure. It's I don't know how to word this. I'm not so sure about what is going on generally in the entire world. We see wars, strikes ongoing, and I have no idea because I've not been watching anything. But the one thing that I am noticing is the less you pay attention, the less things change. Because if you have a look, right, if you have a look at HEX, it is pitiful. If you have a look at the price of Pulse Chain, it is pitiful. If you have a look at the price of Pulse X, it is very pitiful. It's not to flood my bags, but maybe that's not the best thing to talk about because although as an avid supporter of this technology, and you know, I would say early-ish, maybe people remember Hex when it was at the all-time highs, things like that. Maybe just maybe, you've been here in crypto this space for a little bit, just a little bit. Now, some people may have been here a whole lot longer, and they might find this sort of stuff interesting. Now, I'm not so sure what it is that is going on. Um, I would have thought, I don't know. I would have thought people that have held for 14 years may have heard that Bitcoin's doing okay and maybe have taken some profits earlier, but apparently not. So, what are we seeing? Looks like we're seeing Bitcoin whales awoke after 14 years of dormancy and have held their Bitcoin since it was trading at 78 cents a coin. That is amazing. Now, basically saying Wallet 12 TLS transferred 10,000 Bitcoin worth over 1 billion after 14 years of holding the asset on Thursday. The mysterious whale initially received 10,000 Bitcoin on April 13, 2011, when Bitcoin traded at about 78 cents, according to blockchain data shared by Look on Chain. So this is kind of interesting. 2 hours later, 2 other whale addresses, as you can see there, basically woke up after 14 years. Now, I can't help but think, going back to Hex, and the saying that Hex is better than Bitcoin, um, people would dispute that because current price appreciation is not doing so well. It's down well over 90% across both chains, no matter how you look at it. Now, if you were able to, from this point in time, what, hold for 14 years, maybe just maybe Pulse Chain we're doing okay. Maybe just maybe Hex we're doing okay. Maybe just maybe some other stuff. Pulse X, INC, we'll all be doing okay. Or it could be, at zero. Who knows, right? Who knows? But what we are currently witnessing is on this day, Hex 2042 is, well, 22 hours late, mind you. The Bitcoin whale was waking up, moving, I think it said a billion US, which is like 1.6 billion Australian. That is not chump change. That could make, you know, that could move the price of, for instance, something with a total value locked of under a tenth of a billion, not even, it could potentially move that particular chain, entire ecosphere through the absolute roof. Whether or not it will, I'm not so sure, because there's no indication of who this person is, who this entity is. I'm pretty sure nothing's hit any centralized exchanges yet, if ever. Now, what would you want to do if you had that sort of money? You definitely wouldn't want to go to a, you know, a public toilet and have your photo taken of yourself, revealing you know, your you doing your business, right? Um, so I guess people are going to be watching very closely what it is this OG Bitcoin holder is going to do with their 10,000 Bitcoins, right? Um, what else? Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. I don't know. People are saying XYZ on X, but all I can go on, except for what rumors, vicious rumors, is literally that someone believed, understood the technology early enough, and was able to obtain, mine for free. I'm not even sure. 14 years. How old is Bitcoin? Like what? How many? What was the hash rate at that point in time? Like what was it? The USB thumb drives, or was it like was it the GPU miners? Was it? I'm pretty sure it wasn't the ASIC miners at that point in time. I could be wrong. And luckily for them, they don't have it all in Mount Gox. You know, so congratulations on that one. That was a good move, whoever that one was. Now, yeah, that to me that's fascinating. I'm not going to go down the whole um, conspiracy theory whereby people allege they know who this wallet is for whatever reason. They just like to fantasize in the head. But if, like I said, if you are able to track this wallet, and one would imagine that this individual would, I don't know what they'll do. Would they use DeFi and the anonymity set to be able to, um, you know, like what's 10% APR? Like $1 billion, and then like I don't even know. That's like mind bending, right? Mind blowing, whatever. Seeing that sort of digits in my bank account or a crypto account that I would ever see, I would be like, oh my god, you never have to work again for again, because you'd be able to what? Let's imagine you getting 10% minimum, moving into DeFi without being absolutely destroyed by like whatever taxes capital gains you may have or not have. I don't know. um, that would be a good problem to have, I tell you. And then imagine it gets even a small portion of it finds its way into some sort of platform somewhere through an anonymity set of some sort, and then being able to get some sort of yield on that. That would be a very nice little stack, war chest, I guess you could call it. To be personally, I'd like to imagine if it was as opposed to everyone saying, um, uh, "Who's the guy in Argentina?" I used to listen to him all the time. That's the only person I can think of is that person. Maybe it was that individual who could imagine if it was that person's. That would be crazy, right? That's a lot of money, 1.6 billion, right? I'm not speculating that it's anything to do with the old Pulse Chanians, because yeah, I've been following for a minute. So let's, without further ado, let's have a look at that, and our wonderful, wonderful ecosphere. That, mind you, people I've heard are doing amazing things. I myself, though, I've got to be more modest. I have no ability to not some giant whale in the ecosphere with $1 billion to be injected into any system. So most likely I could try and make some content, although it's not the greatest. I could try and post some things on social media again, maybe engage in community politics. I don't know if it's even healthy for your psyche at all at this point in time, because like I said, I basically pulled right out and not, like stopped following I want to say mental illness, but that's being a bit harsh because I know people mean well in the community. I mean, just as I mean well. But I think that, in all honesty, the price is extremely wrecked. I've seen some interesting, I don't know if you call it coincidences, but say, for instance, someone's really good with chain analysis, and they're able to keep track of, when a stake ends on either HEX, on Pulse Chain, or HEX on Ethereum, because they're the mainly two of the main ones, right? So for instance, someone's tracking them and they don't like the chain or they don't like the HEX at all. If someone was to end a stake in parallel with yourself, they could basically, if they see that you don't move in time and you don't sell straight away, they could sell at that time. And then that way, no matter what, it's forever, as we see, sell pressure on that particular blockchain, whether it be Ethereum or Pulse Chain. I'm not sure if that's actually going on. We do see the occasional injection of mass capital. Well, I quote like mass capital into like Pulse Chain. Sometimes we see exit. But like I said, I've seen some interesting stuff where it's almost like someone's watching, and say, for instance, as small as $2,000, a stake will end, and even if that stake it doesn't sell the 2,000, like dump the entire HEX stack immediately, someone else will to a similar amount. And whether or not that's actually coordinated in terms of people monitoring the chain, I'm not so sure. But if that is taking place, then that would explain why the price is down. Now, it could be down a whole lot further, mind you, but it's just interesting at the moment to see what it's doing. Now, I think you guys would have seen on, well, let's have a look here. We've got some Ethereum Gwei, which is very usable at the moment. Pulse Chain is like 35 times cheaper at the moment, which is, it's okay, it's good. If you make shorter stakes when the price is sort of in a similar range, then it's not likely to blow out against you. If you do a 15-year stake, which is very tempting, mind you, on Ethereum, you just never know what Ethereum is going to do. They might completely fix their stuff. If they do, that'll be amazing. But if they don't, and you put away for 15 years and it's not that much, and then the amount of Ethereum Gwei could be catastrophic. Mind you, the way Pulse Chain is sort of going with its fees, it could also be a issue, quote unquote issue. But if you have large bags of Pulse Chain, you may not actually care too much. And when I say large, it's not huge, but just if you get in early enough and wait, say 14 years, as an individual did, as we saw before, you have like 1 billion in a token that was once 78 cents. It's now worth over $1 billion, which is very impressive. Now, next, here we have hex.com, go.hex.com. I haven't been here for a minute. This has had a slight update. Basically, it has a little picture, which is kind of cool. So you click on it, so people might be more hesitant to download. Click on the IP. I thought that was the IP. Maybe it's the same link. I'm pretty sure it is. And basically, that's good. That's being worked on, I guess. Because again, it's kind of designed in some old school design. It makes you kind of think about things like Bitcoin. That imagine if you were getting in early in the year 5 of Bitcoin, or year 1 of Bitcoin, possibly year 2, because if it's 14 years hold to now, and now it's $1 billion, that's pretty good. I guess think of that. Think of the t-shirt, right? Just think of the t-shirts. Now we have this here. Now this has happened ages ago, but there was an update. There's pretty pictures. There's graphs. You can then scroll down here, clink. Is it a new word, clink? Click on things that you want to launch, pump.ties, I'm pretty sure it is, launch your own token, bridge, swap, mine, etc. Again, that'll take you to the relevant thing. Add to wallet. Why is my head itchy? Someone out there has put a hex on me. And start your pulse chain journey. Again, it goes take you through step by step. Kind of interesting. I actually have a Tesla Powerwall, and I had it before HEX existed, but they've been running parallel. And the first time I had a glitch, and I had to actually go in and try and figure some shit out. And it was relatively straightforward. I had a video tutorial on how to do things. And I found it useful, although it was funny when it said press the reset button, and there wasn't a reset button. I'm like, I'm not opening up this panel and electrocuting myself and dying. Now, current exchange rate for the Aussie versus the greenback is as such. So my next thing that I can possibly do for the community, because like I said, I can't inject massive amounts of capital. I have not been selling except for potentially trading, moving, minting, burning. Yeah, ever since the LP was INC was reduced, yield has been lowered. Not too much to do, really. I thought I was a good participant in this ecosphere, and I thought I would be rewarded. And whilst I am up from inception, maybe substantially, it is disappointing. It's not up higher, only because the all-time highs are long, distant memory, and because of that, it is, not upsetting. It's just you can't remove that memory of the all-time highs, and to get to the all-time high again, the more it draws out, it just feels as if it may take longer and longer to get there. And then the question is, how does it get there? That's my next point. So how does it get there? People are saying the SAC address will do something. Now, yes, that could be the case. It may not. It may just sit there, and you might just see it overtake the Ethereum Foundation in terms of standing, because if they keep selling, eventually the amount that they hold will be less than the SAC address, and that would be quite funny, because I literally sacrifice freedom of speech, freedom of movement, and that's forever going to be on chain, and it's going to be even more so on chain than the Ethereum Foundation. So I don't understand what that messaging is, but if you see no movement from the SAC address, and everyone's address, not everyone's, but that address sit there, do nothing while everyone else is dumping on you on the Ethereum side, that will be an interesting thing to observe. Now, outside of that, I guess you could imagine, fantasize about big Bitcoin holdings, big Ethereum holdings, big, XYZ holdings of other tokens, maybe ERC20s, and dream about the capital injection into Pulse Chain, Pulse X, INC, HEX. Now, more realistically, and this is the part, Hexicans, Pulsicans, Pulsexicans, Inkians, I'm not going to like, right? Myself included. We may just have to earn more money and buy more of this if you want the price to go up. Or alternatively, you could tell other people about it, but it's a hard sell at this point in time, because this is not a used car. This is a bridge. You're literally trying to sell someone a bridge at this point in time, in the hope and dream that it goes up because you want them to buy. Now, you could say that's wrong, but you're literally trying to get people to bridge in their funds. So, anyway, that's why I think taking a few steps back. That's what I think. The only thing I can do is purchase a small amount as a small retail crypto holder, and maybe I can. I'm not sure what to buy. I might just each week. It's itchy. My stash itches randomly. So where was I? Yeah, so buying small amounts. It's happened before. Happened to purchase, make some purchases. Then we did see some all-time highs on Pulse Chain. I don't know if it's going to happen again. It's probably going to take me a little bit because, like I said, I'm still working on how to get completely close to debt-free. It's probably going to take most of us, if we work really hard in 90 days, we can see some amazing achievements in, I guess, earning more. And then when you earn more, you pay off your debts, financial advice, common sense, logical facts, I guess. But then you can also, if you earn more, you can maybe purchase more of your things that you like to purchase, whether that be Pokemon cards, whether that be whatever it is. Personally, I'm very torn between the three. So we'll go back to here. Between these three. Now, you may be aware I'm very fond of HEX. Not so sure of everything that's taking place at this point in time, how it's all gone. I'm not so sure which one I prefer more. Now, which one do I want to go up more? Now, I did not sacrifice lots to Pulse Chain or Pulse X. However, I did want it to do a 10,000x. And I thought to myself, had I have known, so this goes way back to, I want HEX before Pulse Chain, Pulse X, the PRC20s existed, INC, Pulse X, Pulse Chain. I envisioned HEX at $1. Now, I still envision HEX at $1. If HEX is at $1, Pulse Chain at that point, Pulse X and the actual HEX will be maybe $10, most likely $3, based on what I'm seeing the ratios. But again, like I said, we don't know the future. You can pray, hope, want outside mystical fairies to purchase with money that you will never touch, and therefore may never happen. So you can do that in a fantasy world. That's fine. Hey, it could happen. I don't know. Or you could go and earn more and decide to improve your life and decide to purchase more of the stuff that you like after you've paid or you destroyed your debts, and you're like, got a nice new house, a nice new car, and have a functioning lifestyle, and I don't know, work on your communication skills and all sorts of shit that maybe things like cryptocurrency allows you to do if you do it correctly. Now, I thought that was the whole point, because it's very good to watch things play out and point out what it is that's wrong with a business, with the world, with the political parties, with cryptocurrency. Even we can all fight about what's wrong, but then how do we actually fix it? Right? It's harder to fix. So therefore, maybe you have to look internally, or better yet, change things you can actually fix. So you could earn more money or spend less. But I mean, if you had a choice between the two, it's like, would you like to save $1 million or earn $1 million? You'd be like, I'd probably want to earn $1 million, because you earn an extra million. That's good, yeah. Instead of saving $1 million, it's like, okay, saving. You want to save it or you want to earn it? Now, what else? So yeah, the price is down because, like I said, I've seen interesting stuff take place on chain. If I can find it on this one, this was pointed out by someone else. About several hours ago now, almost a day old. Funnily enough, on Independence Day in the US or close to, this takes place. Again, I'm just touching my hair. I'm not magically symboling anything. I'm just looking at the screen. Okay, people. So this is the third one today. What's going on? I don't know. It's interesting to see. We could fantasize about that drifting in, some of it just trickling into wrapped BTC onto DeFi and then over to Pulse Chain. Be kind of cool. I'm not so sure they're going to get any. Yeah, no, they won't. All right, copies or anything like that, because a lot of airdrops could have taken place on this wallet and wallet's address. Maybe I'm not sure if there's like claim pays or whatever. But just imagine all those sorts of things. Kind of cool, but what's more interesting, in my opinion, is me figuring out how I can earn more, and then I can purchase more of the thing I like, and then this is where it gets interesting for me. I would basically start to use, other than you could go down the trading route, but then it's like you have HEX and it does its thing, and although you can guaranteed triple your stack, do you want to wait 15 years for like $1,000 to turn to $3,000? And then you don't know the GUI fee, etc., etc. Maybe you want to trade it and hopefully it goes up, which it might, which is fine. But another thing, in my opinion, is use the mining protocol to learn how to mine. I don't know, to mint from thin air, run code to get more of the thing that you like. And if it does happen to go up, that would be good, right? Cool. And if it does it over a shorter term because you're slowly buying more of it, and then I don't know, then I'm like, do you even want people to be buying more of it and then to be staking it? Because then there's room for error there, because what if they only have like $50 of it, $10 of it, and they go on, click on something that sounds cool, lock it away for 15 years and go, what happened to my $10? Why haven't I got my $30? It would be annoying to hear that. Extremely frustrating to hear that. In my opinion, I would be like, okay, I'm actually going to just use this, and I most likely am going to do shorter stakes, maybe, and with larger amounts. If I can get those larger amounts, get that small amount of money, go, okay, cool, this is how this works, and then decide to learn more about, okay, maybe Pulse Chain, cool, run a validator, get more of that for free. Maybe learn about Pulse X. Maybe that's a big maybe. I mean, it's got the buy and burn feature, but in the event of a mass bull run of some sort, like like $1 billion worth of Bitcoin moving around, in that sort of that cesspool, it's like, what do you think is going to happen? I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know the future. I'm just basically talking about what could take place in the future, based on my particular thoughts. Now, where was I? I was saying what I wanted to do, what I'm going to do, what I'm planning to do. You could always ask Grok AI, see what it reckons. It has some pretty interesting takes. Probably more understandable than my ramblings. But if you use HEX like it's intended to, it functions perfectly, flawlessly. You can take X amount of dollars, lock it away for a set period of time, burn it, destroy it, destroying the liquidity, destroying the tokens in circulation, making it harder to get, potentially allowing it to become more scarce. And then if during that phase when the coin's locked away, burnt, destroyed for all intents and purposes, a mass buying event is triggered, although you won't be in the market because your tokens will be gone until you mint them. It would be sad, but if you had another stack, maybe you're buying more of it, or maybe you'd be contributing towards this mass buy event. Then maybe you might be somewhat happy, but it is hard to say because people that have infinite money and they have infinite wants. But I guess specifically in this ecosphere, where I think if you go look at the charts of HEX itself, the main holders, I don't know. I don't know how many of the main holders actually have, cashed out lots and have any stable or any available, or what their financial positions are, whatever. I know there is a big giant SAC address, which I'm not praying it's going to come and save, because I don't think that's wise, because I personally think it's going to sit there forever. Although we have seen some injection, which could be cool. But I don't think that would be a wise move. To me, you'd be like, money makes money, and then use the money to make more money, and then you inject. Just like destroy the golden goose, which is apparently what possibly some people did. But then there was the whole sacrifice phase, and then there's a whole lot of tokens for free now, and Pulse Chain exists, and PulseX exists. Now, where was I? HEX runs flawlessly. You can take money, you can convert it to tokens, burn them for an agreed amount of time that you and yourself run, and then assuming you don't just burn them and destroy them to be gone forever, and then you decide to mint fresh new ones, shiny new ones, you can then do what you want with them. And if you have more than previously, that's good, because as you know, or as you should know, it gets harder over time to get these tokens. Now, it is kind of apparent now with the yield being lowered. People are sort of seeing the effect of the lower APR because of the OA's movements. And basically, you're going to see, unless you see a mass buying event, I think it's going to continue to do what they're doing. And like I said, unless people earn more and actually buy more of this stuff, it's probably not going to do amazing things. That's assuming you want that. You might want to buy other things that have been created, destroyed, built, whatever. But there's nothing we can do to change the current price of anything. Like I said, even if there were big giant whales out there with multiples of millions of dollars, are they really going to then want to come back to something like HEX, or would they think maybe Pulse Chain is going to go up, or where is the play now? I'm not so sure. I'm very confused as to how this is all played out. Like I said, all I can do, small retail investor, is get my debt sorted, get my finances sorted, get my life sorted, earn more, and then once you earn more, you can do more. And if you think that something like HEX could help you earn more, maybe you do it. If you think earning INC token would help you earn more, maybe do it. At one stage, it was very heavily incentivized to do so because the APRs were through the roof. Now it's like, the only thing it's got going for it is the very cheap fees, which is good. If you have a look on Uniswap, there is other stuff that's got high APRs dropping off, but they've added like Uni as a reward. But the problem is the fees, and I'm like watching it going, Pulse Chain does help solve these fees. There are other chains, and they reckon the same thing. And like I said, I've been so heavily focused the last 5 years on this thing. I went over and had a look at, I think it was Solana. I was like, oh my God, they've got these XYZ, and you can get it on MetaMask pretty easily. But that's only because I've been heavily watching all this Pulse Chain stuff. Have some pretty basic understanding on how it all functions. It's pretty easy to do, people. Now, moral of the story. What is the point of the stream? The point of the stream, I think, is to point out that people who, hold for 14 years the right cryptocurrency, it can work for them, right? As we see here, there's a multi-billion-dollar. There's a new billionaire. Assuming this person isn't already a billionaire. My personal gut feel says this person lives in Argentina, and they maybe bought 10,000 of them. It says initially received 10,000 around 2011, 78 cents a coin, and I think around 2011 was when I first heard of Bitcoin, and it was being published. It might have been 2012, mind you. It was being published about Max Kaiser and the this digital currency. I'll try and pull it up now, so because you guys might not believe me, this is gonna be interesting. We'll try Grok. If I can pull this up, I'll literally show you the article, because otherwise I'm not going back to the library. I think it was called InvestSmart, the magazine. So Investment magazine here in Australia. InvestSmart. September. I remember I was driving somewhere with my old man, and I was telling him about cryptocurrency. And like I've told this story a million times before, I tried to buy it. I saw, not Satoshi. I saw, what's it called? The Mt. Gox and how to buy it and the websites, the address. And I'm like, nah, fuck this. This is too hard. And I wish things would be different, but they're not. Now, invest my article about, it was specifically Bitcoin at that point in time. He was saying Bitcoin is going to be amazing. I think it was 76 cents a coin. Could have been $1. Can you find? Can't find it. Damn. You guys gonna think I'm a liar. It's fucking cool. And the funny thing was, this article was like the whole magazine. It was like this tiny, tiny little snippet. Like it wasn't even. I don't know how it made its way in there. I'll keep looking this up. But yeah, that's about it, people. Gwei is cheap. HEX.com, small updates. Still doing its thing on Ethereum, on Pulse Chain. US dollars moved around, greenback. Ethereum's not doing too much. Still up well over, its inception. I remember. Actually, fees are cheaper now than they were 2017. And this is like not even on the speed up function, so that's pretty good. Now we have a look here. Yes, okay. It's found the article. It's actually called, I think, Invest Smart. Yeah, it was 2011. 2011, though, Bitcoin was low as 30 cents. Oh. All right, let's have a look. I might have to go to some like library, online library to pull this thing out. I'm going to show you guys. You won't believe it. I may not do this today. I'll spend a few more minutes, but yeah, that's about it, guys. If anyone's watching, thank you. Yeah, I know he needs to hear this. Doesn't really matter. But yeah. Okay. Oh, they've got them, but they're like the National Library of Australia. Oh, that was before everything was online, I'm pretty sure. Damn. They did have a webpage though. I could look for Max Kaiser as a contributor. Dates. Oldest. It doesn't. Oh, 2000. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't even go back that far anymore, guys. All right. One day I'll find it. Let's just see if I can find. It might have been 2012. Where the fuck did I put those magazines? It's been so long now. All right, that's about it, people. What else? Yeah, like I said, I'll go back to. I'll let you guys know when I decide to start buying again. I said I wouldn't, but I've had a look at some stakes. I'm like, I need more hex. Hex is good. I need multiple millions of hex, and that would be really good. So what I'll do, I'll end the stream here. I don't see anyone in chat. I don't think anyone's even seen this one yet. Probably all out celebrating, what's it called, Independence Day, if you celebrate that. Who knows? Some people might be celebrating Death to America Day. I don't know what's going on, people. No one knows what the fuck is going on. The famous words of Donald Trump. Now, I'll give it one more search. Magazine. Maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was someone citing him. It was called Digital Money. Like 2011, bro. It's old. Sorry, it's about as much fun as watching paint dry. I know, people, but is that it? Where did it pull that from? Yeah, see, this is older magazines. See, this is the thing. Older magazines aren't digitized, so as everything goes online, it's probably important to like keep things that you want to keep in like physical form. So I have no idea what I did with that magazine. It was just after GFC, so 2008. Bitcoin was created, or whatever. It was out for like 40, like for the first cycle or whatever. And then stocks were just going mad through the roof here in Australia because like we didn't really get hit that hard by the GFC, because we remember that's why the banks collapsed, and we remember that's why cryptocurrency was invented, created, and it's now been 16 years, and now we're seeing some people harvesting some very juicy rewards. If only they time locked it and were able to get yield on their fucking 1.1 billion US dollars. Imagine if they tripled that and had 3 billion. That would have been a good play, right? Knowing. So who knows? Maybe just one day we're going to see billionaires in the HEX ecosphere if they're able to stick around and actually, yeah. I think I'll end it here. But yeah, just remember that's who my money is on, that individual. I'm gonna while I remember. I'm gonna be like, Max Kaiser, is this you, bro? And he'll be like, yes. And I'll be like, please buy some. Oh, this is fun. I like Twitter. I mean, I like X. X is good. Okay. So, all right. I don't know if you guys can see that post. I think that post is funny. Can you even see the post? 8 views. Oh, famous bro. 8 views. What else? What else can we look at? That's it, right? Like, Bitcoin doing its thing, going mad cheap. What? This is cryptocurrency? Multi-billion-dollar, moving around. Yeah, that's it. All right, I want to sign out. That's all I got. Hopefully, we can stop. The world can stop blowing each other up. That would be good, just for a split second. Like I said, realistically, what can I do? I can buy more of this stuff, but to do that, I have to get a better financial position. Arguably, you could say to do that, I should sell, and then, which maybe, I don't know. It's possible. Too bad I stake all this shit. So just I can't sell it. I need multiple millions of HEX. I'm sorry, and I don't have enough Pulse. I don't have enough Pulse X. I don't have enough Ink. Ink is now like just impossible to get for a small player. Pulse maybe makes it validators. I don't know. Just talking to myself here, people. These are mainly who these streams are for, so I can go back and remember what I was saying. I was rambling on about. Sometimes it's right, you know. What else? Yeah, like I said, yeah, I'll make some more. Like to self, I'll make some more. I think I'll just do it with HEX. I'll just buy some more HEX. Well, technically, after. What's the best on ramp these days, people? Is it Coast? Let's have a view. Coast, I never set up Coast. Didn't work. Studio. Yes, I like it. Ramp now through credit card, through Pay ID. Pay, and I want what? Post chain? Is that what you can do? Oh, fuck. Post chain. I mean, you're probably losing the fees and slippage and shit, but it's probably pretty straightforward. On chain, it might not be the worst. It'd just be like a buy, I guess. Yeah, it would be. It'd be a buy. Right, looks like I'm buying Pulse, people, because I think that shit's gonna moon hard. I just want to see Pulse chain at 1 cent. That would be good. PLS, and then I might flip some of that into HEX, depending how much. Just throw some short-ish stakes up there. Use HEX the way it's supposed to be used. Potentially sell some of that HEX or buy it for more Pulse, depending on my financial position. Like I said, I got to earn more to get all my debts under control. My money is on this wallet here. Like I said, being Mr. Kaiser, I have this pure gut feel. I have no source of information, anything like that. So that's my conspiracy through logical thinking and thinking who else would potentially have this much money. Let's see if that post went through. Yeah, and this one here, like I said, this one's interesting to watch. The pulse alerts, bridge net flows, we're seeing, like basically little bits over, so positive 187k. So maybe someone's watching, maybe that's how much profit someone's taking. I don't know, because that would make logical sense without destroying the price further. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just seeing some other interesting stuff play out. Could be coincidence, but I tend to not believe in coincidence too much. That's just me. And again, people don't listen to me. If you want to be like me, you want to be like me. Trust me. You want to be like, everyone wants to be like I don't know who you want to be like. Everyone wants to be like Satoshi, maybe? I don't know. All right. I'm going to buy some Pulse chain, my friends. And I'm going to each week maybe buy some. I could do 90 days of purchasing. It'll be savage. This is a good time to do it, I personally think, because if you have a look, things can't get much worse. If you look at all-time lows, we are up 9%. We're up 72, which is very bad. INC, I don't know if you buy INC. And Pulse X is like, it's not very good. Could it go lower? Yes. Go to zero. Oh, very close to zero. But now is the time, in my thinking, that people don't want to buy. And because of that, that's what I'm going to do. Because I've been through this before, and it usually works out okay when you buy. I'm not so sure if you can still say that every time you stake HEX on either Ethereum or Pulse chain, it works out okay. Sometimes it doesn't, bro. Especially if you do it all the time. All I can say is Ethereum is getting their shit together with the Gwei. Coast, very cool. Ramp now, very cool. Probably both of them are copying fees somewhere. But direct on ramp to Pulse, that's pretty impressive because pay ID. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of cool. As long as it doesn't block your bank account, that would suck. Good old banks. Their war on crypto. I don't think that's even a thing. I just don't think they. I don't even know, man. Here we go. Let's have a look. Yeah, so a lot of people are watching this wallet. Wouldn't surprise me, man, if that's Kaiser. Would not surprise me at all. Or someone in his circle. Who knows, right? That's my logic. All right. Um, if it is, if it is the founder of Hex, and he's going to deploy it all on Pulse Chain and Hex and Pulse X, then the price will go extremely high. But I don't think that's what's going to happen because I can't see it happening, people. I think it's up to me and you to make this happen because I've seen multiple times, basically, to expect no work from anyone else but myself, and I'm not. Um, I will buy some more cool stuff though. Like I said, I will buy some more. Don't worry, I'll buy some more. But if it doesn't go up, if the 200,000 turns to 20,000, turns to 2,000, turns to 200, if it turns to 200, oof, yeah, I don't know if I can buy that. At that point in time, I might have no choice because I'm like, it's just so cheap, I can't not buy it. And then if that turns to $2, turns to 20 cents, turns to 2 cents, then that is ultimate loss. Just like that is just destruction of the chain, destruction of the value. That is peak wrecked. I don't think it's going there. I personally think we are very near the low. Please don't go any lower. Please, 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 people, stop hitting that sell button. Killing me. And we're only just ticking over July now. So let's have a look. July. Ooh, that reminds. Oh my god, I missed that. I don't know if you guys saw there was that Hedron HSI 1.5 mil for like $20 on the 24th or the 5th. I think the bidding that's probably gone now. Been snapped up. God damn, I forgot that one. That would have been okay. I'm not sure what chain that was on. So good buys like that, maybe worth buying. I don't know. But yeah, what's it called? What else? That's about it, people. Yeah, so look after yourselves. Hopefully everyone's good. Hopefully, yeah, just get out there and earn more, people. And don't worry about crypto so much. Just get your life sorted, please. It's really hard to watch this like deterioration of the once mighty hexagons. What's that, Archie? What's this purple thing? Hey, you're my top fan, bro. Nice. Ah, sweet. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I didn't know that. Sucrose is good for bigger amounts, apparently, which is very good to know. I don't have bigger amounts, so like I said, I'm going to be dollar cost averaging in just very small amounts in the future. Hopefully, in the next 90 days or so. 90 days from now, though, we'll be going into what? June, July, August, October. Maybe we see some crazy stuff happen in the cryptocurrency space. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I don't know. Whether it flows over to Hex, Pulse Chain, Pulse Hex, I'm not so sure. Because we did have some other pumps through the other cryptocurrencies, but yeah, we seem to just it seems to always be a ghost chain. It's really frustrating to see, Yeah. Cheers. Nah, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I've been better. But I've stepped right away from like eyeballing cryptocurrency every single day. And I've come back and I've learned that I missed, this mad low here, and it recovered a bit, and now it's heading back to that low. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Also, I have stakes ending. That keeps me coming back. What else? I'm here for like the next 15 years. I'm very close to putting another 15-year one out from this point in time. However, I'm like going, hang on. Maybe I accumulate smaller amounts, do some smaller rolling sort of income producing, like setting up my the dream of having a term deposit come out every day of even $20. That would be kind of cool. But then the problem with that is if you're constantly selling, constant sell pressure, you're not adding to it, and then it's like, oh, I've become the problem. Crap. So yeah, I think that's good. Those are good words to hear, really. Keep holding and accumulating. So doing so through staking, as long as it's viable, what chain you're on and how much you're doing and how long, it's probably the best thing to do. Selling, it's not my vocabulary, unfortunately. That's why I still hold most. I left it though and came back and made some small profits. And I'm like, I forgot about those stables. Stable pools, that's another thing. Pulse X has stable pools. So maybe you had a shit ton of money, stable pools aren't too bad. But yeah, 90 days, people. 90 days. I'm not sure if it'd be worth watching a 90-day challenge of someone just talking about, oh, I did the same shit I did yesterday, today, almost the same. But in 90 days' time, you can make some changes in your life, whether that be through exercise or just not eating as much, or it could be, small financial. Get a smallish liquid bag and keep getting those t-shirts. Yeah, I hear you, man. See, I guess pause here and think about that. If you're getting a smallish liquid bag, to me, if you have a smallish liquid bag specifically of HEX, it would not make sense in that point in time just to keep rolling it, like, because you may as well. It's like, well, if it goes up in the next, I don't know, 90 days, whatever, and you have a stake for 90 days, then when it comes out, that could be a small liquidish bag, I guess. Problem is you don't know, because a massive buy event could take place, catch you completely off guard. By the time you just say you could have gone when you've sort of missed it. So I guess, yeah. Good advice. It's just hard though, man, because I'm watching it, I'm like, I've done everything right, and this doesn't feel like the win I was planning on, I was like, I felt as if just everything would be a little bit better than it is right now. And then we saw the yield drop off with the farms, and then we saw the OA do its thing. It doesn't matter. It's just been very, very hard to watch. I would hope that other people aren't sort of living off of this ecosphere, because that would be not just it's causing the drain on the system, but it would be not livable. I would say it would be getting to the point where it's not livable. Yeah, that's right. Sometimes you gotta sell, I guess, even if it's into stables. I don't know, and then into stables, and then get some yield on that. I don't know. Decisions. They're good decisions to have. When is coming? We still have to wait. Even BT, yeah. That's what I'm saying. But it's hard to say, because, like, what if the only thing I disagree with there, we can't guarantee a win is coming. I can't guarantee a win is coming. I can imagine it, but people may not, outside of this eco chamber, want the win to happen. So if takes place, everyone just sells. Win might not happen, but we still have to wait. Yeah, I believe that's true. Even BTC is static. It's like, yeah, I mean, BTC could get to that 240, 250, 300K by the end of the year. We still might be around similar prices with Pulse Chain, Pulse X, INC, HEX, and that would be like not devastating. We'd be like, oh, that sucks. So that's why I'm like, well, maybe I just buy some, have a little bag, focus on T-shares, or work on T-shares, maybe have some rolling ones, maybe have some liquid. And if you got to sell small stacks or trade it over or do something, have to, I guess, without murdering the price. And this is the thing. I think problem is, I think people just come in and just murder the fucking price. It's like, oh my god. I could be wrong though. Probability is good. U.S. government institutions there. Ugh. it's like, yeah. I don't know. It's a weird one, isn't it? Crypto is weird now. It's like, I don't know enough about it, to be honest. It's just, if it's not hindering the growth of cryptocurrency and innovation, that's fine. I don't care. But yeah, I think though, after the whole, I guess I could talk to I believe I could talk to the US government thing and institutions, depending on what institution you're referring to. I guess the whole SEC thing, if you look on CoinMarketCap, it actually, it doesn't have weird flags all over HEX anymore. And it just has like a link to the Twitter page, I think, and the something else. So in theory, it should be received, in my opinion, more warmly by the broader cryptocurrency community. But the problem is, it's happened so far after the fact of the initial insane viral pump. The question is now, has it gone into irrelevance? Like, is it that we've just come so far and the case was won? It's free, like Pulse Chain Hex, Pulse X has all got like all this wonderful clarity, but yet no one paid heaps of attention, and then the price is just stagnant and it's not doing anything, and heaps of builders aren't coming over and people aren't promoting it, and maybe there's a push to learn more about it, but then I don't know. Like, I have been cooling down on cryptocurrency, so to speak, as a whole. So when I say earn more money, I'm like saying, well, I'm going to go out and work, earn more fiat and the reward. I'm not like, I'm going to go and create a business to earn more cryptocurrency, which probably wouldn't be a bad idea. But, you kind of need to work to make more to make more fiat. That's kind of a problem. Not a problem, it's fine, but, like I say one thing, I'm going to change the world, I want to make all this cryptocurrency stuff happen, but yet in the end, if someone gives me $1,000, for example, and I just dump it goes into fiat, and I'll pay off a credit card or something. It's like, well, hang on, that wasn't what that shouldn't have should that have gone into some yield earning instrument and then bought more HEX and then staked the HEX and then burnt, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh fuck. Reality is, yeah, I don't know. I'll figure something out. There's no retail. Strange times. I don't know. I feel like I'm retail. But the price of everything is through the roof. And people are trying to get a house and look after the kids and look after this, pay their rent, buy their food, look after their parents if they're sick, working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs. There's not a lot of room to be like, by the way, you should put 20% of your earnings into this cryptocurrency, because it's like there's no 20%. There's none. Like, there's no room to move. I remember when I used to earn a little bit more, man. Like, it was, you get your money within 10 minutes, it's gone, allocated, budgeted away. I mean, there was some money, and that's why cryptocurrency was supposed to be to help you, to free you. It didn't. did for some, which is good. But then I'm sitting back going, well, I didn't take my opportunity, so therefore I'm sort of stuck here. Not stuck, but it's yeah, it's not as amazing as it could have been. But yeah, what else? Strange times. Yeah, I don't know. Like ETH is extremely cheap. It's crazy. Like that's pretty impressive. And then I look at like everything is just like you said, stagnant. It's just not moving. Just the same shit over and over. Um, you try and get the new thing before it pumps, and yeah. Now we're looking at Pulse Chain with not much yield, Hex with not much yield. The only option, in my opinion, growth. Teaching people about it to come to the chain. Then you get the mad growth, and you get the mega buy event, which may never occur. But Hex, again, Hex still does its thing. You can purchase money. You can use your money, purchase, block away, assuming is the big assumption, assuming the price doesn't turn against you, and your $1,000 doesn't get shrunk into 900, and you earn $10. It's like, hang on, is this a good deal now? So that is another potential risk, which is concerning. It's like, is this the lesson of cryptocurrency? Is it? Because to me, this is the better lesson. The better lesson thus far is you can turn your 78-cent coin into 108K per coin. Like that's a pretty impressive lesson. I would hate to know how much capital, like I don't know. Like if they're just sitting there and haven't been sold, then no issue. But you're going to be selling like as soon as you sell anything, you're like, oh my god. It'd be a good problem to have, I'm pretty sure. What else? All right. I think that's it, guys. That's it, Archie, man. I think that is it. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know if you. It's like the 10th time I'm saying this. I personally think this wallet would be. Likelihood would be. I guess, but I don't. I know. I'm just based on what I know. I think my money, if I had to bet, I would say it's Kaiser's wallet, personally, or something to do with Kaiser. Based on the time, based on the even the amount, like what would that be equivalent of? So 10,000 BTC at 78 cents. Imagine Hex, like a million Hex at whatever the price is now. Imagine the price of Hex does if you starts dropping a few zeros. Like imagine. I know it's like hopium. It may never happen, but then if it does happen, um, it'll probably happen later than we all expected. All right, I'm going to go, people. Because yeah, this has been. I'm sure this has been uplifting. This just uplifting positivity, reminding everyone how you probably did everything you thought. Well, except if you weren't, you're dumping everyone's heads and just doing the opposite of what you're talking about. Whatever. But if, like me, you were abiding by the truth engine, basically, it's not the truth engine is the truth engine. It is what it is, right? But then Pulse Chain came out, changed all the rules. Pulse X changed all the rules. INC changed all the rules. Yield farming, meme coins, and then people hopefully build stuff that actually make money without draining from the system, which is very hard to do. Oh, I'll tell you, Archie, I'm still here, man. I can't go anywhere. I'm trapped here with you. I am trapped. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Let me out. All right, I'm gonna go. What else? Yeah, that's about it. All right. It's almost fucking depressing. This watching like I've been watching other streams, man. Like, hope everyone's doing okay out there, because, the demeanor, man, is just. Yeah, I think if you've been here for a while, man, I think you know what I'm saying. Like, even with, I think I watched a bit of the F and Hangout. Like, just I didn't even watch. I don't know if you ever do it. You go through videos, just like click on the button, just hit random spots and just see what people are saying. And I'm just watching it going, man, like, we've been saying this shit, majority, maybe it's the same, parroting the same thing over and over. And look at the price, man. Like, oof. And you can't pretend that everything is all good. Like, you can't blame the founder. Like, this is my choice. I decided to even make these streams. Like, all my shit's still, I think it's still public. It's got backup and Odyssey and everything. Yeah. But just watching it, it's bad, man. Like, what if it just keeps going down? And we're going to sit here and keep saying, we got our hats, we got our tattoos, we got the community, and we made all these wonderful XYZ, and it didn't work. And then what? And then nothing comes. Like I said, we're going to earn more people. We're just going to earn more. Not even buy more. I'm saying we're going to earn more and make our life better. Because, yeah, I'm just, the thing that really got me was I was watching this amount, and like I said, it literally turned from about 20K into 5, into 3, into 2. And I'm like, shit. It's like, I should, when it was a high, I just cashed in that 20. And then if I wanted to, could have bought the same amount now for a little bit little bit less. Well, could have bought the same amount, you know what I'm saying, in terms of quantity. But at the same time, I'm in two minds. I'm going, no. It's going to get better. It's going to recover. It's going to get better. I've seen all-time highs. I've seen polls at, like, whatever, 3 times higher. But then it doesn't. I'm like, oh, man. Are we literally just borderline brainwashed? And the hardest thing is, it's when people believe their own lies. And the hardest thing is, the people that probably are here and mean well, they probably made okay and are doing okay. But then, and that's the face, which is fine. And they know also, they probably know more, which is fine. But then the problem is, you try to attract someone new to this system, and they put in $100 and it turns to 50 to 20 to 10. And you're trying to explain to them, no, hold on, it's going to go better. It's like, if you, and then they sell, and then the thing goes up to $1,000, and they go, what did you make me sell? It's like, oh my God. Like, you just can't win. You just can't win people. It's like, you just have to hold for 15 years, right? You just have to hold for 15 years and the shit won't get better. Maybe we need to, like, change it and be like, okay, HEX, just think of house prices. Like, you have to hold it for like 10, 20 years for it to grow. And by the time it's grown, everything else will be more expensive, right? Because I know if you've noticed, in the last 5 years, the price of houses have just gone like insane. And I'm like, what the fuck? Watching the price of that property like go up in value. Oh my God, bro, what the fuck? It's good. Very good. Borderline better than HEX. Whoever did that did it on purpose on July 4th. I'm sorry, Independence Day. They moved $1 billion worth of crypto and they hadn't done it for 14 years. They waited for like $1 billion on Independence Day. Come on. Come on. What's going to happen next? Where's that going? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is tied down. I'm not going down that route. Like I said I think it is. Now, before I go, like I said, that was the little Easter egg, how I'm actually feeling. It's probably how a lot of people are feeling, and they don't really. Probably better said. Not in the public of the Hexaco, whatever. But not many people probably are going to hear this. So if you heard that, that's pretty much as real as it gets, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm out of the loop. I have no idea what is going on anymore. Yeah. I think the truth engine is borderline broken, which is a shame. I think the focus is now Pulse Chain, and whether or not that actually performs as well as we or want it to, or maybe it is doing what everyone wants it to. I don't know. Like maybe the performance is just a distraction from Ethereum. I'm not so sure. Just trying to find anything interesting. Can't really see too much. But yeah, I would not at this point in time. There's no what. Why would you sell? Whoa! I rephrase that. At this point in time, if you don't have much, why would you sell? If you have a shit ton, you don't really care, and you're just be selling, selling into infinity. Because when a stake ends, that's your three options. You either sell, restake it all, or scrape. Maybe, just maybe, I should have been selling more. $8.69 billion. Oh, okay. There you go, I'm wrong. I reckon it's Roger Ver. Could be a hack. That would spook the fuck out of the market. Bro. Oh, there you go. All right. Well, yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's a lot of fucking money. See, I know nothing. I should never listen to me. Me and my conspiracies. And this person's like a 99% sure. Like, God damn. That's pretty interesting. I have no idea what these fucking. The point of these streams is like documenting my life. It's crazy. All right. That's about it, people. I will go now. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't want to go there. Everything's everything is has some way, shape, or form ties back to a hexagon in some way, shape, or form. Apparently, according to what Twitter X. I mean, I'm not sure if this is a healthy mentality with it. It could be. Um, I mean, cool if it is, but like, I mean, if we saw like some of that Bitcoin, I don't know, get wrapped, and then we'll go into like the ERC and then bridge across, you'd be like, oh my god, and see like $1 billion injected into the pulse chain. Stranger things have happened, man. Like when I remember we saw the SAC address buy, and I was like, holy shit, it's actually buying. Not so sure it will though. Not so sure it will. But yeah. Bitcoin, gold's looking okay, man. It's crazy. Everything's looking okay except for Pulse Chain, PulseX, INC, and HEX. Like, but in saying that, I would hate to not hold it. You know what I'm saying? Hold, accumulate, like you're saying. HEX, $1. Like, oh, please, give me that $1 HEX on any chain. Come on. To be honest, I would be happy at this point in time with 10-cent HEX. Like 10-cent HEX, a 10x from here, 10x, 100x, or 1000x. Not a problem with me at all. Not a problem. $1 HEX would be insane. But yeah. Crazy shit. All right, I've got to go, people. It's getting late. I think about it. What time is it? Oh, it's actually not too bad. Not too bad. All right. I want to jump off the internet. Thank you, Archie, for your comments. Appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, I am just what do you do? Like what is this? This is cryptocurrency? Shit. I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope everyone's doing okay. I really do. Because yeah. Really want some green candles. Really want some green candles. Green candles would be very, very good, you know. But like I said, the only way to get green candles is to buy. So I'm gonna have to buy some more. And yeah. Getting old on these streams. You wait, HEX day 5555, man. I would swear to God. I swear there better be some green candles on day 5555. I'm gonna be like, I wasted 15 years for this. Imagine it's the same price it is today. Like shit. Bitcoin's like $1 billion or something. Infinity, like the Simpsons prediction. The price of houses up through the roof. Oh my god! You know, I want to know what Windows version will be running by then. Will it still be called Windows? Windows like what? 30? Some shit. All right. Going. Having too much fun. Gotta stop talking. All right. Thank you, everyone. Primarily Archie. All right. Peace. See you. Bye. Gotta go. And yeah. Do whatever you want. You're free. You have free will. Do whatever the fuck you want. Don't listen to anyone on the internet, right? Don't let anyone else get inside your mind and change your free will, because that is a definition